whenever it's necessary, because we can probably have multiple instances of of the video. We can maybe like make it smaller parts, whatever it is. After that, you can probably cut it differently, whatever it's best for you to use in the promotional materials. So it's
Yeah,
not a problem.
we have to see if we want record it. I don't know, when you are talking and recording in Zoom, I believe that they just record the people that is talking. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm not sure. I don't know how that works, but I think it's like maybe it's like a personal preference of the person who is like a host. If he has like a
Uh-huh.
multiple view, then probably maybe it's recording
Yeah.
everybody, maybe not just only the person talking. I'm not sure. I
Ah,
don't have so
yeah.
much experience with this.
I'm thinking because if we want to do the video in the way that we're gonna record it is the way that will be useful or not for the video. So that's what I'm thinking of.
Let's
Maybe.
let's let's see what we're gonna get, and if necessary, we can always see what would be the better next time, and then we can try some other things next time as well. So it's not a problem for me. I will find time to sit down again with you and see what would be the best.
Yeah, for me it's fine. It's just okay. I don't know if Pepita or Christian has something that they wanted to tell us, or Lorenzo, before we start.
Uh, it's sup- it's supposed today is not to do the interview.
Yes.
Ah, okay. uh, I thought today we will meet to talk about the how to start with the community and to schedule for the interview. Yes.
Okay.
I thought that today was the interview, that we will conduct the interview today as a part of our talk.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. That's good. The other things we could talk about the pricing and all of that. If you want by email or another way, if you prefer.
What's the pricing?
Yes, how could be the model?
We are fully open to that. Whatever you suggest, and that's not a problem for us. You know the market better than we do in Chile, and if you feel that some model is better than the other, we will be willing to try any type of modeling in Chile to see what would be the best results.
Mm, but I we don't want to. We was talking with Lorenzo, and for example, he think it's not good to offer any things too much for free or too long or we're in debts.
Yeah, I mean I agree because we tried a lot of different things for free in the last, I would say, 10 years probably. I think before I came, they were offering a lot of like free trials, free things. But I think that this is like a specific premium where you will get only one test. They were trying like, because people value more what they buy than what they get for free. That's the
Yeah.
weird part of it, but it's a different approach, different everything. And we can try different things. I mean, we don't have to decide immediately. We can try one thing for a couple of months, and then we can see what would be the results. If that doesn't generate what we want, we can always switch. So we can take the time till the end of the year to see what would probably be the best case scenario for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking something like what is Canva here? Wait, just a minute. Ah, I can't share, but I
Ah,
can.
sorry, yeah, you cannot share that.
Okay, can you see?
Yes,
This is just for to talk about it with between us.
okay.
I thought maybe could be better to offer for 6 months or for a time period of time the basic plan. It's really cheap
Uh-huh.
for free, and then offer something really cheap just with webinars access monthly to test the candidate, recording of the interviews, of the record. I don't know, maybe this one could be here, and unlimited job posts. You can't create batteries, create service, can't be in the private group, and to
No
have
problem.
something like this.
Maybe maybe you can offer them in like a basic to conduct video interviews, and in like standard plan you can offer them like a recording of the like a
Yes.
automated summary or something like that, so they can get further value as they go
Uh-huh.
from one plan to another.
Yes. Um, and the prices, I thought something similar to free, and the other one is a little effort.
Those are like monthly installments that
Monthly.
they will pay.
Yes.
Sure, no problem. Yeah.
Um, it has sense for you.
Yeah, I mean, it looks more than okay. Do you think that this premium plan is like too much, or
Too much, too cheaper?
no, like
Oh,
that
too
sounds
much
like a
money.
lot for one. Yeah, like I mean, if that is something that someone is willing to pay for, like a premium, I'm not. Yeah, but I can now see that the private group one-on-one mentoring. So there's a lot of thing included. I couldn't see it's too little, but pretty. Yeah, you can get a lot of different things. So you're paying for something that nobody other will get.
Ah,
One-on-one, yeah.
it's missing the how many candidates you can assess. Should be with
Just-
a limit.
You think it should come with a limit?
Yes, because
What should be the limit?
then how could you ask more to a company?
You're right. Yeah, because when we are dealing with entrepreneurs and agency, we never give them an unlimited package. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, now it makes sense because in theory, if you give them unlimited model, they would be able to work with everybody just through one account. So that makes sense. Uh, what do you think it's like for premium? Is that like
For
100
example,
candidates
this
a month,
this
50?
one
Is that like
standard could be, I don't know, 30 or 50 monthly maximum.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if you do standard 30, then premium could be for like 50 or 70 or something like that. I'm not sure because
The
that,
comparison is too much. So from 50 to 300 is 6 times.
yeah, I understand. That's why standards should be significantly lower than the premium one. Is 20 too little, too less? I don't know. Is 20 a lot? Is that like fair? What are the prices in Chile? How much do you pay for, like, let's say, how much does a company pay for 20 assessments per month?
There is a lot of prices from, I don't know, this one. ¿Te acuerdas, Cata, el PESOL?
1,500,000
¿Por cuánta cantidad era?
por el ilimitado. Tenían desde 1,500,000 hasta 3 millones.
Is from unlimited license from $1,000. It depends. There is a lot of competitors, but we can't compare with the lowers.
I mean, considering we don't have that big market presence, if we want to make a big splash, we can always go with the pricing a little bit lower or significantly lower if you feel that that will assist you in market penetration and you can get more clients quickly. We have no objections if you want to promote it on the
That we
lower
need,
end of the price.
yes, that we need is to start. We need to
Yeah,
start them. And how? Basic plan for 6 months for free to try,
sure.
and
Yeah.
webinars. And I think it's really, really good idea to do a concourse to get this invitation for Barcelona on 2027. That will be amazing.
So
Like,
I think the 45 days are expiring in the next 2 to 3 days, and we should probably get contract and confirmation sometime in May at the best. I'm hoping, but mid June is like more realistic to me, and then we can start promoting that part if anybody wants to join the conference in Spain, which will help us as well because we will be able to bring in international crowd, which are users and experience people can experience the scouting firsthand. And there will be. I think this is a great idea on your end because we can they will definitely give us a few promotional tickets which we can offer to people in the community that some of them can receive. They told us that we can get probably even more. I have to see with the organizer. Once we can confirm that this is actually happening, I will be able to confirm how many tickets we can allocate because this is the package that we are paying $30,000. It's like crazy expensive. Without this funding, we would never be able to afford this exhibition to be exhibitor there. And this is an amazing idea, especially now that we can build up have enough time to build up the presence till the conference and to start promoting this service more openly on. I mean, as far as the pricing goes, we'll accept whatever you recommend for the Chilean market. For the start, we can try different things. I mean, if we see that something works better than the other thing, we can keep that and try to mix it up on the other things. So it's not a problem for us.
mhm. Okay, great. And we have to schedule the first webinar because we will have time from here until that date.
Yeah, the conference is, I think, in next March, if we are allowed to switch from this year's conference to the next, then our advisor, which is helping us to take the project in accordance with the plan, it shouldn't be a problem to move to the next
But
conference.
the first webinar.
The first webinar, whenever you want, as far as I'm concerned. What would be the topic of the webinar? Would it be like the community and everything else, or
Yes,
do
I
we?
think should be the welcome to the community to explain how it works. And after that, we should show the platform and tell them how it started, with who are our main clients in the world, what are the main strengths of the platform, and how useful it could be for their works.
So just like a quick question regarding the webinar. Do you want it to be full English? Do you want to mix it up and you speak in Spanish with the clients so I can include something in English regarding the population there? Do you think it will be best to combine those two things to be full English? What do you think will get the best feel from them?
I don't know if there is some tools to do it in English and have a translation in when the when you put the videos in YouTube, you can choose the language, and translation is automatic. And maybe Zoom has any tool like that.
Let me see. Maybe here they can have something. I think it's
Uh,
called captions. Yeah, you can
At
select
least,
captions.
yeah, at least it has Spanish captions.
You can translate it in Spanish and I'll see what does that does in English.
so if don't, we should translate the necessary parts.
I mean, I'm fully okay if you want to conduct some of the major parts in Spanish, and when there is need for me to include, you can
Maybe,
speak
maybe,
English or whatever.
maybe we could try now with the interview,
Yeah, of course.
because maybe the interview could have because it's really fast. For example, in CuteCat, the app, the
Ah, good cut. Yeah.
subtitles are immediately done in different languages. It's really fast.
Yeah, I think the live translate will always be super fast
Maybe
because
with some delay, but I don't know if that it exists. I imagine it should exist.
I think it also depends on the quickness of somebody's how quick somebody's speaking. If they're speaking more slowly, then the system can probably understand words more correctly and it can interpret them and it can probably give more correct conclusions because I've seen that the way we're talking and even the English language is not fully correct if we are speaking too quickly or something like that.
Mhm.
But now this seems like completely okay. Now that I speak in English, I've been looking into captions and it seems completely okay.
Mhm. Well, if don't, we can do the translation in the moment, simultaneous translation, not at the same time exactly, but you can talk and we can translate.
I mean, we can probably, if that is required, then we can focus on how much time it requires for a certain topic, and then we can split the initial webinar maybe into a few different time slots so people can have enough time to understand everything, to ask questions if necessary. Because if we try to put too many things in at the same time. It can be probably too long, and then you have to translate in English, translate into Spanish. That can be too much load and too much burden for them. And what we should definitely include is that, like, we have to try the auto summary, which will be given to people who are attending, like the short conclusion and the potential next steps for them. That could be a good idea as well, because now you have AI tools which gives you whatever you require for like a fraction of time.
Okay, but we have some time to find the best way.
Yeah, of course.
We have to have a date because we have to have that date to start and prepare all.
So I'm basically free. Do you want it to be in June or now in May?
I think at the end of June to have
The end
time
of June.
because
Sure.
if
I mean,
not,
yeah, I'm on holiday second week of June, but outside of that, I'm probably available most of the time.
and you are on holiday on second and third,
No, it's the second week of June. So from 8th till 12th, I
I'm
am outside of the office.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
June 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. I have some days in that I have to use in the end of June, and I will
And
take
then
them
you
the
go.
second.
From
Yeah,
this, okay, should have should be well, we have it's short. It's not too much time, but okay, let's try.
but we can, as you mentioned, it can be in the last week of June. I will be able to join at any time in the last week of June, so it shouldn't be a
Ah,
problem. Whenever
okay.
yeah, I will be in the office in the end of June. Only in the second week of June.
Ah, okay. I sorry, I didn't
Yeah, yeah.
understand. Uh,
Sure.
so could be June, Friday, 26th.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, at hour 9.
Yeah. Same as now. That's my 3 p.m. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You can
Great.
go. You can go forward.
I don't have enough time to like go through a lot of questions, but I think you said maybe like 40 minutes. We can maybe start with a couple of questions and see how it will work and what we can get in the video and how we can use it maybe
Yeah.
to focus on the next meeting and see what
Mhm.
would be the best strategy to use in the next interview.
Mhm. So we start with some questions and we give us like a 35 minutes to do that.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I think I'm available till 4. I have another person coming for a live interview. I think it's like a little before 4, so we can do 20 minutes definitely.
Okay.
So how do you want to start this? Do you want me to? Do you want
Okay.
to take point and like?
So we will start and then with the interview, and I will ask at first about your role. So we're gonna start with that. Okay. Okay, Frane. Well, we will talk today, and I would like to talk today about SCODEM. So at first, I would like to start with the basics and what's your role in SCODEM, and in one sentence, which does the platform represents to you?
I'm actually in sales and I've been leading sales for the last 6 years here at Cowden, and it really changed my life when I joined this company. And I really respect and believe in psychometric assessments. And what we're trying to do, what Cowden means to us, is the way where we can provide to our clients like an objective, informative, and scientifically validated way to select their client candidates and to be able to get the best person for their role they're hiring for.
So to get the best person for the role, how do you see that Scotland had been helping the clients since you start working with the platform?
I mean, that's the best feeling that you get when a client tells you that they are actually seeing in the candidate's behavior on work after they hire them that they are actually the way the test described they will be. So if you're looking for somebody, just recently we had a client who was hiring for administration, and the test showed that their candidate will be organized, will be meticulous, will be they were above average on the cognitive tests, and they were like super conscientious at work, which gives you the top 3 or 4 like requirements to be successful at administration. And additionally, if they're like stress resistant, you're able to get the candidate who will be productive, super productive, who will learn the work super quickly, and you will be able to find the best person without worrying about attrition and losing that candidate due to unexpected circumstances. Because what clients mostly forget, it's not only the expense or the cost of hiring which you have to worry about. There is also additional costs which are hidden, like we try to call them like the indirect costs, where you are trying to onboard somebody who is new at the company. So you usually have your best performer who is working with a new colleague to try to bring them up to speed. And then you're losing productivity from your own best performer. And let's say in 3 to 6 months, you realize this is something that's not working. Then you have to start the process all over again. And then those costs compound, and you realize that you're actually losing so much money and so much time, and you're not getting anywhere, and the competition is getting ahead of you.
Okay, so there's a lot of things that are going on when you get a new person in the team. And I believe that when you talk with the clients, you see that the platform had been evolved in the first version. So which improvements have been emerged from the client feedback? Because I say that that's really important. How do you talk with them? How do you get results? And how you change the platform, or how you have new things for the platform since those feedbacks?
Actually, I would say we always try to promote that Scoutdem is the platform that invented itself based on the client feedback. Because when we started, I think our CEO started like 10 or 15 years ago, and they were using this platform to assess candidates for their own clients before there was even an idea that clients could use it themselves. And then as years went on, the client feedback directly helped shape the platform. Just last year, I think in November or something like that, I was having a discussion with Croatian Post Office and their recruitment team. And basically, when I showed them our platform, which is for the job posting, publishing, video interviews, online psychometric assessment, and full administration of recruitment, they basically told us that we copied their like notebook on what it has to have within the platform. And that was like the best feedback. And now we can say that that is something that we thought of, but that would be only half true, because all of these requirements came from our clients and their direct feedback. That's why we have so many things that a person working in a human resources in a like any company have or require. And of course, in addition to that, we conducted some specific like development projects where we develop something specific for some clients. If a client recommends something that can benefit all group of clients, then we can develop that immediately. So we are always open. We have a team of internal developers, and we can handle any new development
Okay.
projects.
So I believe that is something that is really that the platform gives a difference from other platforms, that you have been creating all the equipment inside the platform, thinking about the client. So it's a way to respond to the client, and they feel that you are really growing in the way that you can help them. And also, you talk about how the methodology and how the tests have been really accurate and given the information of some of the new new people in the jobs, and they have the match of the people that you get to the work. So, and how do you think that the test, because you develop also tests, how the tests have been giving you the responses of the clients, the responses that the client did?
Yeah, because here in Croatia, where our HQ is, we are strictly there is the regulation from the Croatian Psychology Chamber. So not everyone can be a test developer, test publisher. You have to have a certain criteria and methodology to be taken seriously and to be able to provide and promote assessments on the Croatian market. And a few years ago, we were inducted into a European test publishers group, which is an invite only for proven and scientifically validated publishers of psychometric assessments. And that is I would say, a very good internal recognition for us, where we've been able to be recognized by some of the biggest publishers who are within this group and to be seen as an equal to them. And what I would say what we try to promote and to push on the market, especially now in the time of digital expansion, there is so many unrecognized, unvalidated tests on the market. You can find online a free assessment and you can say, oh, I done this assessment, this is my profile. But there is no science behind that. So that is actually just a BS that you don't have any concrete way to use that in a recruitment. These tests that we develop are sometimes developed over a 5-year period. In
Ah,
the, in
okay.
the in the past, it was like 10 years before the digitalization, which allow us to generate a sample big enough much quicker, and you can develop something concrete because there are ways you have to pay. There are like 3 or 4 phases we have to complete before a certain test is accepted by the Croatian Psychology Chamber. And then we have to push it on the market and see if it's actually proven and validated through our clients, which also helped us develop some of the tests and personalized based on their requirements. So our biggest competitive advantage would be that we have a team of developers and a team of psychologists. So we combine the technology and psychology into one, and we can be competitive with the technology and competitive with the pricing and have both solutions that clients require.
Okay, so you combine the science and the methodology behind your platform. And which of your tests today have been the top one for your client, and how the clients recognize that those tests will give them the information they need?
But usually, the biggest level for everything is a cognitive test and a personality test, and then specifically depending on a position or a group of positions, you can be flexible to use different type of assessments. So let's say if you're looking for somebody in the organization, in administration, you can use the verbal factor, where verbal intelligence tells you who will be able to prioritize, who will be able to implement something that they learned before. Now, if you're looking into accounting, you can use the numerical factor, where you're looking for somebody who is good with numbers, who is organized, who is meticulous. If you're hiring for somebody in sales, then you need somebody who is good in creating relationships, in networking, who is open to new people, who is able to talk about, who is able to present themselves the best. And if you're looking for somebody who is, there are also tests which gives you information who will be able to transition from like operational position to the leadership position, because not everybody who is a great performer is necessarily a good leader. That's also a place where companies sometimes make mistakes because they promote somebody who is great in doing their job and they assume that he will be the best leader. But that's not always the case. And then there are also tests which gives you an insight about leadership capabilities for the people who already have leadership experience. And then once you combine all of these aspects with motivations as well, you can get the best fit for the position you're hiring for, or for the internal assessments where you're looking for promotion, internal promotion from the operational positions to the leadership.
Okay, so it's called a platform that not only cover the people that you assess for a job post, also it covers inside the organizations, which elements has the platform that will cover all the needs of organizations, since someone will go inside the work and they will develop inside in a different jobs or positions.
Yeah, that's just this last year we had great experience with the hotels, like mid to large hotels here in Croatia and Dalmatia, because we're mostly tourism area, and there are so many hotels and like boutique hotels, and people have the like the manager structure is usually set, and not always they put the best people in the best positions. And through psychometric assessment you can get insights into their strengths, into their weaknesses, into their options or possibilities of training and expanding those best things about them, and see what actually fits their cognitive and personality profile and how they can be best in what they do. So, uh, what's the word I'm looking for here? The tests can be used in a lot of different ways, not only for assessment of job candidates, but also to see who will be, which position fits me as per my cognitive and personality traits. And also, not only do we cover those things, we also have 360-degree survey, job recognition survey, and also we are developing a completely new module which will give you option to onboard your employees much quicker, which will give you an opportunity to give them like fully structured 3 to 6 months within the company for them to be able to become as productive as possible. Because for some studies, it takes around 12 to 18 months for a new person coming into the company to become productive. So for the first 12 to 18 months, the company is actually losing money on that employee. Because imagine the compound cost, which happens for a company that is changing the employees every 6 to 12 months. Basically, you're constantly losing and bleeding money. So that's what you have to eliminate by selecting the best people who have the potential and the ability to be as productive as possible and to be the best version of themselves. Because if somebody is not fit for this type of position, it can be a fully fit for something else. That's what we are trying to promote. The psychometric assessments will help you find what actually fits you for your cognitive and personality traits. And that's the bottom line.
Okay, so I see that there's a lot of needs that you can cover for the company. And what needs do you see that the companies are facing today that they didn't not exist before?
Of today, that's definitely, I would say, the speed. Everything is like tripled.
Speed.
You have, yeah, you have so much way to make error, and so you don't have enough time to make an informative decision. You have to hire somebody in like 2 weeks' time before the competition has already taken that candidate. we have clients here who conduct their recruitment cycle last for like 2 to 3 months, and it's like enormously big. But those are for corporations. If you're looking smaller, like mid to emerging companies, those recruitment cycles last for about 3 weeks. Because if you don't hire the best person within 3 to 4 weeks, there is a slight chance the competition has already taken them,
Okay,
and
so
that's the biggest change. Yeah.
you can lose a good candidate in that time. And what signs do you think that indicate that the company's recruitment process is failing sometimes? And which are areas are usually the most affected when there's have those errors?
I mean, if you're failing at in hiring, that spills over to all departments, because you're suddenly seeing that most of your budget, let's say marketing, is going into recruitment, because you have to keep hiring, you have to keep finding the same people, which sometimes you're left with with the process. Sometimes the problem is just the process. You have to rearrange something to be able to find the best talent, because there is usually enough talent on the market. It just depends on the process. If you don't find it quickly enough, then it's probably going to the competitors, because the best candidates have the freedom of selection where they want to go. And then if you don't find them at the right time, you're probably losing, and everything will be affected. The budgets get smaller. You spend most of your time chasing your tail and going in the circle, because keep hiring, keep hiring, keep hiring. And you're not actually hiring because you're expanding. You're hiring because you have to, and you keep losing your best people.
So losing the people is something that also is a pain point, as I hear you, and that in that way, I think the platform also can help you in rearrange the people that is internally in the company to go to another role. So I also see that the platform has another tools like the not only the assessment, also the surveys that help you to like do a map for the people that it's inside the companies.
Yeah, because the best image of the company you will always get from the people who are hired there. Because when we used to do conduct like internal assessments for companies, if you give them anonymous surveys combined with a 360-degree survey, you will get the information about the best workers, about people who are actually the most productive ones, who are people think about it in the company, and you will get those unfiltered information which most of the managers never get, because there is like that iceberg theory where you only get like 15 to 20% of all the information within the company managers see, and then there is a huge amount of information which is never taken into account. And if you can really surface those information, it can help you be better as a company, and it can help you promote the people within eternally who have the respect and adoration of other colleagues, and who really believe that they are the ones who should take those roles. And once the people know that you promote based on real hard work and real, uh, if that person deserves to be promoted, then you can get more productive workers at the same time.
So you work also on the motivation. Uh,
Yeah.
when you have this kind of tools, also you affect the motivation inside.
Yeah, motivation is a huge factor. If you're not motivated for the job you're doing, then why are you doing it? There's people are going every day to work and just, oh my God, another day. Maybe that's just me, but I cannot do that. I mean, like I'm super energetic and super positive, and it would kill me to do. But I understand, but it would demoralize me and kill a part of me, which is this like super positive and optimistic guy, and always happy to be in the office and to do my work. And I am also blessed to be in a company that really rewards you for your hard work. And since I came here like say, last 6 years, and we want to offer this feeling to everybody. That's why we want to find them the job that fits them the
That
best, and
fits.
that can and that can offer them a way to grow and to be better at what they do.
So that's a good fit will give you also motivation, of course. But how does a poor fit between the person and the organization affect the result? And what are the hidden costs that most people fail to notice?
I mean, if there is a poor fit, uh, at some point, even the best workers, best people will probably be will become non-productive, because if you don't see yourself at one time, you are super excited, you want to see what will happen, you want to grow with the company, and at one point you realize that this is not something you expected from the company to the worker, or from the worker to the company. If you don't have that match, at some point it's going to break. That's like the natural order of things in every aspect of life, not only work. That will happen with everything. And once you lose that motivation, once you lose that drive that makes you say, I want to do this every day, then you become a less of a version of yourself, and you lose the motivation, and then you're just doing that job until you do something else. And that's what we want to eliminate or avoid, of course.
Okay, so not only affects the results of the company, but also I believe affects the the culture and how the people feel around a person that is not a fit for the company.
Yeah, the culture is a very important part as well. And it's been pushed into narrative more and more in the last few years, because if you have team culture, which is good, and people are ready to help each other and to work together, then you will get that best synergy, and the company can go forward as quickly as possible. And it's not only about the company, it's about the people as well. Because if people are growing with the company and they're getting promoted for their work and their lives get better, that's when you get those loyal workers. Because at some new studies, it said that what used to be like, let's say, 5 years of being within the same company, now it's 2 years or even less, maybe 12 to 18 months, depending on an industry we're talking about. So it's very hard to keep these people. And now that we go back to what I said earlier, if you need 12 to 18 months for a worker to become productive, if people are leaving every 18 months, so basically you're constantly having non-fully productive workers, and then you're constantly losing money. You're constantly trying to chase something which you're never going to achieve.
Okay, so there's a lot of cost that sometimes you don't even see. So
Yeah.
and this and the time that sometimes we need like to go faster now. What role play artificial intelligence data in code and continuous improvements?
Oh my God, we are looking at so many things at the moment to improve, and to bring. There's, I mean, the AI is in everything now, and we're trying to connect the AI with the psychology and be the first, or among the first few, to get something scientifically validated in assessment using AI with psychometric assessments. Because our main core business is developing new tests and new ways to assess people and to create something innovative, which is uh, scientifically proven, but at the same time, it's technologically advanced enough for people to use. Because if you have the best solution, the scientifically created, but it's not user friendly, nobody will use it. If you have the best technical solution without any science behind it, due to the trend today, you might succeed, But if we combine these two things, then it's definitely going to be something groundbreaking, and we will be super excited to see what we can do with it in the next year or so.
Okay, so use it like scientifically, but also friendly. How this combine when you say friendly, and how is the experience for the recruiters or for the clients that has been assessed?
For the clients, there are few different ways for them to be better, and for them to make it easier to use this platform, because they can create tests better in a few clicks. They can send it to the candidates directly via email. The system does the proctoring for them, so it generates results at the same time once the candidate finishes the test. It can also give recommendation based on the test results who fit the certain position the best. It can give insights to managers and department leaders as well, because we have a psychologist report, we have a non-psychologist report. We also have personalized reports for candidates who can get insights into their own behavior and how they achieved on certain tests. And we're also now creating something even better, which is, we call it competency report, where we can map the specific tests based on the company's competencies, and we can really pinpoint who is better based on some competencies that company already declared that they're their core competencies.
So you're working on that, and how you see how long it will take to see the competency report on Recruiter platform?
I think it will be ready in probably by the end of May or mid-June. It should be available globally. Now we are testing it here in Croatia and in our neighboring domains, but we believe that it should be by the end of May globally available.
Uh-huh. That's a great information. That's a great news. I think to have different reports first for different people that are reading, like recruiters or the other people on the business, is better, so that they can understand and they will have the information that they really need and no more than that, and based on science. And now if you think, if a company is wondering whether it's worth to evaluate candidates with Scodem, what will you tell them? What will you tell them about Scodem and the help that they can get from this platform?
What our clients say about us is, and we've seen that from a different type of industries. So I would say the main industries that used our company in the beginning were pharmaceutical industry, finance and banking, and IT. But we are seeing more and more companies coming in from the retail sector, coming in from the hospitality sector, and they are all seeing a direct impact to the how long the recruitment cycle lasts. And we've seen in their case studies up to 20% reduction in time that they require to hire a new person. And combining that with some specific, where they say that you can get the best people for the banking industry, for the IT, that you can really pinpoint those traits that help their clients or candidates be as productive as possible within their industry. And I mean, if anybody is interested, we can share these case studies with them, and they can see firsthand what are some of the results that we achieved in the different type of industries.
Okay, so would be the best match in a short time, using technology, using science and methodology. I believe Scodem is a great tool to be assessing people.
Yeah, we like to think that, and we honestly believe that. But I think that the number of clients speaks for themselves, because we grew exponential in the last few years, and now we have over 300 companies using the platform and the tools. And it's a very niche product, because you have to have certain knowledge and methodology to be able to use the platform. and we are continuing to grow even more. We have some ambitious international expansion plans, and we are excited that you're interested to join us, of course.
Great, that's great. Thank you, Frane, for all that information that you gave us today.
Thank you. I hope I didn't kill anybody with this type of information. I can speak so much, but I like to keep it down a little bit as possible.
Well, we can keep talking about the platform and how it's growing.
Thank you.
Thank you.